Well, hello folks, welcome along to the end of the group stages here in the Champions League at the end of the 16th season here at Riga FC. I am the Custard Prophet. This is the Latvian job. We've got a couple of huge games today, one against Real Madrid and one against Metalist. And if we win both of them, we would possibly end up top of the league. It's not necessarily in our hands, but it kind of is. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, so it's been great since we were last together. We lost to Real Madrid away in the first match of this group, but everything else has gone pretty much as expected. The group is not the hardest, in all honesty. There is the Real Madrid match, and you can see we won all matches since that, and most of them pretty easily. Let's go through the Champions League games because that's the most important. We beat Metalist 2-0, Lisinov and Pedraza. Fairly comfortable match, pretty happy with that. That was at home. We then went to the Austrian side, Tyrol, beat them at home 2-0. A couple of goals from Crittenden early on. They did kind of come back a little bit in the second half, but didn't really create enough. And then we've just played them away and beat them 4-0. This was a little bit generous in terms of a scoreline. We certainly deserved to win, but 4-0 seems a bit harsh on Tyrol because they had a couple of decent chances themselves. So Chiadio, Lisinov with a couple, and Mendia with the goals. That's fantastic. So let's go and have a look at the group stages and see where that leaves us. You can see here we're 3 points behind Madrid with a couple of goals less than them. Now, the way the groups are sorted, if the teams are tied, it is done on head-to-head. So Madrid beat us 3-1. So essentially, we have to do 3-1 or better. We have to lose by or win by 2 goals or better. But the slight spanner in the works here is that if it's tied on head-to-head, then it goes on goal difference. It goes on goals scored first and then goal difference. So we did score. Actually, we did score in their place. So I don't know. Maybe we will have to see. We'll have to think about this close to the time if we get a victory over Madrid. But I'm pretty pleased with how that has gone, to be perfectly honest. Let's dive in and have a look at the rest of the schedule. As you can see, we won the rest of the league games fairly comfortably. A couple of wins over Spartaks in that. Finished off with a 3-1 victory over local rivals RFS. Always pleasing. And that has left us top of the league. You can see here. But the amazing thing is here, what I was talking about a couple of episodes ago, where I was a little bit confused why we hadn't qualified or we hadn't got 5 places, European places. Well, now we do. I think we're just a season behind because of the kind of weird way our season works in relation to everyone else's in Europe. But you can see we've got 5 qualifiers in Europe, which is going to help us immeasurably. Spartaks get a Champions League place, and they are coming along very, very nicely. 81 points is a great scoreline. You look at the games they've lost, all of the ones against us, but then only away games against Ventspils, Valmiera and Liepāja. The rest of the games they did not lose. So that is good going, and that's, I think, the best we've seen for quite some time. Noah are relegated, and Ventspils just about stayed up in the playoffs. So that's how the league finishes. In the cup, we were the victors. 4-0 win in the quarterfinals against Liepāja. 3-0 victories over RFS away from home, which is impressive to some degree, against local rivals RFS. And the final was a 3-0 away victory against Spartaks. And to make matters harder, we had a few players on international duty for that match. So pretty pleased to win that. So that's everything up to date. Not quite. Big news. Finally, after 16 seasons of asking, we have an expansion to our stadium. So our 8,000-seater stadium is no longer going to be an 8,000-seater stadium in March. It will be a 9,000-seater stadium. They've really gone all out. Not even £1 million spent, and we are kind of filling it, which is mad. I think you look at this. So our highest every single season, we have hit the highest attendance that we can have, which is 8,087. And you think, well, and that's playing likes of Mulder, the likes of Dynamo at home. So if we can do that with these clubs, then surely we should try and increase the stadium capacity. You look at the average attendance, we are only just below. It seems mad. I asked to buy a new stadium, just get like a big old massive improvement, but no. So it's just this small improvement. We'll see how we do. Maybe we will not fill it, but I'll be interested to see whether our average rating goes north of this. Now we're able to, on those big home games, able to completely fill it. I'm sure we will be able to. Right, let's go and play Real Madrid. I mean, there's big squad news that we need to talk about. First of all, we are not having Lima and Jose, so two very important defensive players, will not be able to play. So that is a big, big blow. We have got the likes of Belov's back and Bajekic, who have both been out, which is really nice. And I guess the other thing to highlight is that a number of these players will be leaving very shortly. So Lorenzo is going to be leaving the 1st of March. He's going back to Brazil. So good luck with him. Crittenden is leaving, well, in a few days. In about 5 days he will be leaving, which is an absolute travesty because he has been fantastic. You look at the number of goals he's scored, 31 in 32 games, 11 assists. He's had 2 excellent seasons back to back. Really, really good. Overall, 41 goals scored in both of those seasons. So really, really impressive. Dunk Crittenden. He's been great. A signing from League One, from Peterborough. And he's been playing in the likes of the Champions League semi-finals. He's going to Qatar, so we'll see how he does out there. Other players moving on. Another sad one here is Silva Lima. Didn't want him to go, but he will be joining Napoli at the start of January, and they've got a cracking player on their hands there. And Lorenzo, we've already spoken about. This player, the one with the unpronounceable name, our fullback from Red Star, I think, Rad Sajevovic. He is wanting to go. There's a lot of clubs interested in him, so it's going to be hard to hold on to him. And there's a lot of players leaving, and we will not be able to. If all 4 go, we won't be able to fill in all the spots, which is a bit of a worry. Right, here we go. I am not hugely confident here. Team is, I don't think it's a bad team. Let's just quickly run through it. The team is going to be Crittenden, Lissinovs and Dizan up top. They're the ones who are playing best at the minute. Or I've got to say, Cavana has come in and scored some fabulous stuff. So when Nick Crittenden goes, I was really kind of wondering what the forward line is going to look like, because in Nedalescu and Cavara, we've got 2 excellent players who could come in and make that position their own. So I'm not sure the way it's going to go, but undoubtedly one of those is going to, maybe both of them. I don't know. Midfield is Chiadio, Lorenzo and Bozovic. We're having to play that because we don't have Luis in the centre. That's not his name. And the back line will be Bajekic, Pedraza, Mendia and Orad Sajevovic, with Kleber Francesco in goal. It's not a bad side, I don't think. So, but this Milan side, they've got £100 million players throughout the team. So actually preventing them from playing decent football is going to be hard. And already we're having to make very, very good challenges in the box. And they've gone 1-0 up after 2 minutes. We made a cracking challenge, but Mauricio just I guess he just made the most of a couple of our players being drawn over here, one on the floor, and yeah, who was that? Mendia not really getting close enough to his man, so we're 1-0 down already. That is disappointing. 11 minutes, we're still yet to have a shot. My concern here is Marovic. Oh, that's awful. But we really, really need to start getting our foot on the ball. We just looks second best here at the minute, which is disappointing because we have matched a lot of these better sides. Here they come again. Unucan. We have cleared it. That's well done. Borisov. Yeah, it's dangerous. Unucan. Someone's going to have a shot, some powerful shot from distance, aren't they? And it's a penalty. Oh, we've completely thrown it away after like 20 minutes. It's absolutely disappointing, this is. These are always penalties. Yeah. Right, it's down to the goalkeeper, but we have done nothing. Absolutely nothing so far. We're going to go positive, I think, when this goes in. And, yeah. So, yeah, we are missing a couple of important defensive players, and I guess you can see it because we are looking a bit weak in the challenge. Yet to have a shot. And here they go again. Jimenez. There's a nice tackle there from Chiadio, but always somebody there. Mendia clears it, and Dizan has got hold of it. Oh, it's just a dreadful ball in. Dizan he looked rushed, didn't he? And a player who I've been raving about for so long just looks very, very ordinary against this sort of opposition. Come on, Riga. We need a lot more than this. A lovely little bit of play. They've absolutely torn us a complete hole in the defence there. And only for the goalkeeper, we would have been 3-0 down. So, yeah, you look at this. 24 minutes on the clock. There is one team in this. One team only. Here's Chiadio, though. Bajekic. We just need a bit of luck just to cause them, I don't know, just a goal without really. We need a goal quickly. And look at just through us. That was brilliantly done. Brilliantly done from the goalkeeper. He is keeping us in this game. But we just need to have a goal somehow. I'll take a shot at this point. 38% possession. Here's Nick Crittenden. We go along with that. It's beautiful pass out to the right side. Bozovic. Nice little ball. Oh, it's off the bar, and there finally we get our first chance, and it's a cracker. Lisanovs should have scored that. Looks like we're getting into it a little bit more now. Few more chances. Here's Lorenzo. Oh, I thought we had that one through. It was a lovely little pass that was on. Lisanov's first time pass into Dizan. He does look a little bit slow, doesn't he? Brain seems to be working at half the speed of everyone else. Ball in. Jimenez and the goalkeeper again saves our bacon. We should be 4 or 5 down at this point. We really should, but we're not. It's somehow we're holding on to this ball, but we look so slow in comparison to the Madrid side. Well, we're 2-0 at half time. We could have been 5-0 easily. Absolute rubbish it was. Right, so we're just squeezing the lines up a little bit. Hopefully that is going to make us harder to pass through. But we'll see how that goes. Bajekic into Bozanov. Oh, what a goal that was. Bozovic. The goalkeeper was just, I mean, he was there, but he completely destroyed him. It's 2-1, but what a strike that one from Bozovic was. That is exactly what I was talking about. We just needed something like this just to put a bit of pressure on them. And I think the player there, probably Lysinov's on the line, he put a bit of, he got in the way, didn't he? Well, second half, as you can see, things are looking infinitely better. Wow, hit the post there, but we've had so many more chances in the second half. We've not seen many of them. So we're making 2 changes up top, and it's great that we have this opportunity. I think we want to do it this early to give these 2 players a chance, but Nedalescu and Kvara are going to come on. Kvara has played for Barcelona, so maybe. Here's into Lysinovs. He looks like he's losing out there. Oh. Come on, boys. Just take him down. Get you tackle him. Oh, it's well done. It's Jimenez at the far post. And they've not really had many chances in this second half. We've come back nicely, but not created the quality of chances we need. Well, disappointingly, we lose 3-1 there against Real Madrid. I think, again, we deserved it. We deserved to lose it. I think the scoreline's probably about right, but I'm very disappointed with how we did. Not sure how much this was because we didn't have our full team out. I wonder whether that was the problem, but they should be back for the next one against Metalist, who ended up winning their match 3-1. So they're just 3 points behind us. So this next one could be interesting. We did beat them 2-0, but remember it will go head to head. So if they beat us 3-0, then they would go through to the Champions League group stages, and we would end up in the Europa League. The knockouts. We'd end up in the Europa League knockouts. Right, we'll push forward and get to that game. Okay, so here we go. This is the final game of the qualification campaign, and we are playing Metalist. As I said, we need to not lose worse than 2-0, I think, against Metalist if we want to qualify for the Champions League knockouts. See how we get on. Okay, so one big change. Nick Crittenden, or a few big changes actually. Nick Crittenden has left the club. He's gone to Al Shabab, so Kvara is in for him, the ex-Barcelona player. Might actually swap those 2 around and play Kvara as the poacher. Then along the midfield, we got Chiadio, and Jose comes in as that ball-winning midfielder. Very, very strong Brazilian with lots and lots of potential. And Bozovic, who scored the cracking goal against Madrid in the last match, alongside him. Backline is Radshid Djedovic. He hasn't had any more bids come in. Pedraza is now alongside Silva Lima, so that's good to have him back. And Mendia on the right side. So Bajekic is he's not fully fit, so he's just going to sit this one out. So big money in this game if we can get through it. So early chance. We did beat Metalist quite well in the previous match, but yeah, let's not forget that they did win against Tyrol at their place as well. So not going to be straightforward, I wouldn't have thought. Metalist win it off us during our attack there, but it looks like we've picked their pockets again ourselves. Lovely ball through. It's Lysinovs. Oh my god, the goalkeeper in no place, but he got in the way of Lysinov's shots. We should be 1-0 up there, absolutely. Right, Bozovic and Lima at the far post. I think that was a good challenge that came in. So they've defended well so far. A couple of decent efforts from the Latvian side. Here's Bozovic. Lima, lovely ball through. Oh, and a cracking save from Kvara. First one on target, but another chance. Well, very, very strong start from Riga. Not seen anything yet from Metalist, but maybe here. Ivan down their right side. Even he can pass the ball, but not to his players. Pedraza, he's got it. He's looking for the pass into Lima, who's probably a little bit more effective at finding a good pass. They're just working it through the defence well. Bozovic, and there it is. Bozovic scores 2 games running. This is what we like to see. Now, he was a replacement for Karadzic, who went off to Arsenal. Probably one of our best ever players. And I said he's never not going to be as good, but he's certainly developing wonderfully well. So we get to half time. It's 1-0. I mean, it's been pretty one-sided, this match. We've not been amazing, but we've created 3 or 4 decent chances. Managed to put one of them away, so pretty happy with that. And Metalist haven't even had a shot yet. I'm sure that's going to change in the second half, so we'll make sure we keep concentrated in that second half. Right, maybe another chance for us. Chiardio into Bozovic. Is he going to have another shot? He does, and he finds the back of the net. He is on fire. What is his long shots like? He's absolutely blasting them. They're not bad, are they? 13 long shots. Technique is 17. I mean, he's a good looking player, isn't he? Look at the determination. That's up to 17 now. His balance is 17. Getting to be a real star. How much do we pay for him? We bought him just 3.7 million from Red Star. Not bad signing, eh? So Mendia doing well here. He's just signed a new contract. Pleased with that. Lisanov's also signed a new contract. Is Mendia. We're trying to get Kleber, Francesco, and Dezan goes down. Looks like it's going to be a penalty, folks. No Nick Crittenden on the pitch. He's been taking all of our penalties. Penalty awarded, of course, it is. So who's going to be it? Is Bozovic for the hat-trick. Into the top corner. What a performance he's given in the last couple of days. Or couple of matches. Well, Kvara has gone off and Nedalescu's on. I think we've got 4 interesting strikers to bump around, and Sitz as well, who's on the bench most of the time. He had a good game in one of the cup games. He scored a good few goals. Come on, can we get a 4th? Dezan over the top. What this is going to mean is we are going to be facing one of the really good sides of Europe. But we'll have a look who's gone through in a second. Well, there we go. A 3-0 victory in the end. Very comfortable against Metalist. Bozovic with his hat-trick. Brilliant performance from him. And let's have a look who has gone through alongside us. We know Real Madrid are through. Tottenham. So that group's an interesting one. I think it might be Spartak Moscow who've topped who've come second in that group. Let's go and have a look. So yeah, we qualify £2.4 million for the qualification, but then you start to get a load of money if you get anywhere through that. So well, how about this? Completely randomly, in addition to our stadium expansion, looks like they've announced another stadium expansion of costing £2.4 million, 4,000 seats. That's much better. It's not as if we haven't got any money. Right, any surprises here? This is the other knockout games. Salzburg beating Copenhagen. Chelsea beating Bayern. That's massive because I think Chelsea were in real trouble if they hadn't won that game. They needed... Oh, I don't know actually, because Salzburg, it might not have been enough. Might not have been enough, folks. And it looks like Juve have picked it up at the last minute. Fantastically interesting Champions League matches. Let's go and have a look what that's done. So from Group 1, Dortmund and Moscow go through. Moscow, a bit of a surprise there. Tottenham finishing bottom of the group. So, yeah. So we know we're not going to play Madrid, which is good because they were very difficult to play against. So Man United and Sevilla going through from this one. Manchester City and Inter from this one. That's a bit of a toughie. Barcelona and Feyenoord. We really don't want to go up against Barcelona. Bayern Munich and Chelsea. Liverpool and Milan. And Paris Saint-Germain and Juve. So who would we like out of all that? No, but Borussia Dortmund might be an interesting one. It's the one that I feel we've got a chance against. But I think whoever it is, it's going to be hard. Right, this is going to be interesting. I think I'd take most of these teams, but yeah, it's nothing very nice in here. The only team we can't play is Real Madrid, and I'm happy with that because they were far too good for us. I don't want to play Barcelona either. We've done Manchester City, done Man United. I don't think we've played Liverpool, so that might be interesting. Dortmund, Bayern, or PSG will be all, I suppose. I don't think any of them are beatable, but let's see. So Chelsea first out the hat. Who have they got? Borussia Dortmund. That's the disappointment. That's the one I wanted. Feyenoord, we can't play them anyway because they're seated alongside us. Against Man United. Okay, well I didn't want them because we played them already. Spartak against Manchester City. Good. Juve against Real Madrid. So, okay, so some toughies left there. Riga. Who are we getting? Liverpool. Okay, I will have that. I don't believe we've played Liverpool yet. So, yeah, that will be a fun one. Don't know where Liverpool finished last season. I don't think we've ever played them before. Nope, never. What's their squad look like these days? Yeah, it looks rather good, doesn't it? Wim Verstegen is their top man. He looks a bit good. He does look quite good, doesn't he? Yeah, they got through their group fairly comfortably, which included 2 victories over Milan. The only thing they slipped up with was an away draw against Bilbao. So, Bilbao on all that, I reckon we would beat them. So, that gives us a little hope, maybe? I don't know. Last season, they lost to Milan in the first knockout round after being comprehensively beaten in the San Siro. So, yeah, maybe there's something there for us. I don't know. It's going to be a challenge. I don't think that one. This is the most impossible game to win, though, and we are probably. This will be. So we are going to be missing at least 2 of our players for that game, but we can bring new players in. So we should have some new players coming in for that. One of whom, and I might as well show you this now, Adam Sebek. We're spending £8.25 million on this young lad. He's only 19 at this point. And he can sit in that midfield position, but he's got the passing, first touch, all of those things, and decent vision and things. And he's just 19, so he's going to be someone we're going to be developing. He was from Slavia Prague, so he is one of the players who will be helping us out next season. And we'll be bringing another one in, probably somebody up front. No, actually it'll be a centre-back, won't it? We will be bringing a centre-back in, because that's going to be fairly important. So fingers crossed we manage to find the players we need. Anyway, folks, let me know what you felt about that, what you think about the draw. Is that a winnable draw? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.